YouTube land, it's Debbie from the Canadian Crochet Chat. Today is Thursday, February 27th, and thought I'd go down here because I'm not going anywhere today. I'm still in my pajamas. We are having a lot of snow and the wind is crazy. So if you hear any howling, it's not ghosts, it's wind. So I decided today I'm not going anywhere. My husband has taken our kids to Whistler, BC for the week to do their annual ski trip. So I thought this week was going to be, you know, a week for me, but I've been pretty busy. So today I'm taking, and it's going to be pajama and crafting all day. So that's what I've been doing. Even told my mom she's got to fend for herself for dinner. My mom doesn't cook anymore, so that's my job. But hey, she does all our laundry, so I'm not complaining. But today I told her, you know what? You got to fend for yourself. Anyway, speaking of me days, a little tangent here. Not even a tangent, but a little sidetrack. I was watching videos since January. People are talking about the word of the year for them. So people are picking a word that they're going to think about throughout the year. And I was mulling and trying to think of a word that would have, you know, helped me this year. And I came up with one. And the word is me. I know this is going to sound selfish and whatnot, but I've been taking care of someone for, you know, for a long time. Yeah, you can let him in. You can let him in. Zeus wants to come in. I've been taking care of people for a long time, and I also never knew how to say no. So this year, I've decided to, actually over the last couple of years, sorry, Zeus wants to come. You're covered in snow, my goodness. Over the last couple of years, I've been training myself to say no, and this year I'm going to make an effort, and I'm going to, when something comes up, I'm going to say to myself, how does this affect me? How will this deplete my resources, my emotional resources, my financial resources, my physical resources? And I need to start thinking about myself and taking care of myself much more. Our kids are older. They're starting to, you know, spread their wings. So yeah, I think it's my time. So even though I know it sounds like it's selfish, I think my time has come. So this year, my word is me. Anyway, so that leads into today. Today I've decided it's going to be about me. I decided to do some crafting today, like sewing. I promised Rose from Rose Likes Crochet some bags, and I'm just struggling. I'm going to show you a picture of my dining room here. I took a picture of what it looks like right now. It's awful. But, and the sewing doesn't come easy for me. So I'm struggling. They're not going to be, you know, the best bags. There's some other bag makers that are amazing. But I'm trying. So anyway, that's what I've been doing today. But before I show you anything else that I've been doing, I want to talk about some of the items that I've received. Late last week, I think it might have even been Saturday, that I went to the mailbox, and there was a package there from, I don't want to say viewer because it's, I don't know, a viewing friend named Marsha. So she sent me this card and a beautiful note inside. Like, the notes are what gets me, you know, whenever somebody's taking the time out of their day to make my day. That's mind-blowing to me. Anyway, inside were a few items that she had made me. The first thing is this. Now, I haven't taken it off since I got it. I love it. It is the Campfire Cardigan. She did an amazing job. I had my mom take a couple of pictures. I'll put them in here of me wearing it. It even has a hood. Look at this. Look at this. I love it so much. It is so warm. I don't know what kind of yarn it is, but it's fuzzy. I want to say it might even have a little bit of alpaca in it. It feels that kind of fuzzy, but super soft. I love it. And look at the colors. Look at this. Isn't this amazing? It is a tad bit big on me, but that's okay. I might just pin it back this way. But I love this thing so much. I have, like I said, I haven't taken it off since I got it. Every day, you know, put it on and off you go. And it's long, like it's really long. It's wonderful. I love it. So I will, like I said, insert some pictures. So thank you, Marsha. But that's not all. She also made me a beautiful, I think it's a shawl, but I think I'm gonna be wearing it as a scarf. Look at this. Oh my goodness, it is stunning. And not only that, she gave me the name of the pattern and she said it was a free pattern, so I will leave a link. And I believe the pattern is called Red Velvet Rose. But it's so long. Oh my God. And like, it's just gorgeous. Gorgeous. I think that I will be wearing it as a scarf. Like, it's big enough that it might even go, sorry, I got a lot of layers here. It might go over my coat. Maybe not, I don't know, my coat's pretty bulky. But oh my goodness. Oh, Zeus, you're all wet, you're covered in snow. Oh, come on up then. Come on, up you go. Yeah, he's gotta join me. Gonna get comfortable? All right. So anyway, she made me these two items and I love them both. But she also sent me these. And she made a comment in the note saying that she sent it to me because she gets a kick out of my reaction to people who use thread. And my reaction is, what? Look at this. This is thread. I am in awe. I would never have the patience to do this. And I don't know if you guys can see. You probably can't. But there's like a silver thread running through all this. I can see this on my Christmas tree and with all the lights twinkling and reflecting off of the silver thread. This is amazing. Absolutely amazing. I can't get over it. I can't get over people who work with thread. Unbelievable. Anyway, this is going to be cherished. Thank you, Marsha. That was so sweet of you. Completely surprised me. And like just the fact that somebody thought of me, like, anyway, thank you very, very much, Marsha. What else did I get? I got some other mail. So I don't know if you guys remember when I went to the States and I bought some of this Yarn Bee Arabella, and in this colorway is Beautiful Berry. And I only bought one because they only had one, but I loved it so much. It's soft. It's like 55% cotton and 45% acrylic. You get 105 yards, but it is so soft. Sorry about the Band-Aid. You're not gonna believe this. I was watching Blake from Yarnguru just a few minutes before I got on here, and he was showing this beautiful vest that he made. I'll leave the link for him as well. And he was talking about how he messed up his knuckles and got it, or he might have gotten blood on the, and as I'm watching him, I'm cutting something and watching him and not paying attention, and I sliced my finger. It hurts. But anyway, I'm sidetracked. So she sent me 3 of these. Now, when I got this one, I put it prominently on my shelf, so every time I walk in, that's the first thing I see. And I kept thinking, what am I gonna make with this? You know, you can make a hat, but I don't really wanted to make, I wanted to make something else. Now that I have 4 of them, my original one, and she sent me 3, she being CJ. I believe she's in Flint, Michigan. CJ, anyway, I don't think she has a channel or anything, but she sent me 3 more of these. So now I'm thinking, to me, this looks like a top, like a summertime lacy kind of top. I'm excited now. Now I really want to work with this. You have no idea how soft this is. It is so soft. It is thicker. Like I don't know, can you use, yeah, I guess you can use worsted weight for summer garments. This says it is, use a 6.5 millimeter hook, so that will make it nice and lacy. It doesn't say if it's a 4 or a 3. I don't know, but this is coming up next. Thank you very much, CJ. I wish I had an email to send you a thank you via email, but it, you know, look at this. Isn't that adorable? Oh, thank you very, very much. That was so sweet. And now I can really make a bigger object. Then there is another. I gotta come up with a different name for a viewer. But there was a viewer, and she was having a little bit of issue with something, so I helped her out. And it was nothing. It really wasn't. I didn't do that much. But she felt the need to thank me, and she thanked me. She sent me this wonderful, wonderful note. But she sent me, this is a knitting row counter. Hold on, I'm gonna show it to you. Unbelievable. So I initially did not know, sorry, oh my goodness, I get this stuck, oh no. When I opened it up, I'm going, what is this? I had no idea how to use it. So I sent her a message, and she replied, and she sent me to a link where this lady shows how they use this. But she made these. Suzanne made these. I'm not going to explain it to you because I've just minutes ago learned how to do it, and I haven't actually put it into practice. But I can see this working very well. So it's basically a chain with numbers on it. So the way, and you use it like when you're knitting, you put your needle in there, and then you get to row 3, just slip to 3. You get to row 4, you slip to 4. Ingenious! And when you get to more rows, you have something like this to mark it as a 10. So then you go 10 plus 1 is 11. 10 plus 2 is 12. Ingenious. Because she didn't only send me 1. She sent me 2. There's another one here. Look at this. It's stunning. It's like jewelry for your crafts. It's jewelry. My favorite is this. On here is the stitch marker, which I can use these, not the chain, but the stitch markers I can use for crochet as well. There's a little cat and a dog. Oh no, 2 dogs. And on here it says, God knew my heart needed you. Oh, that is so sweet. So I've got these 2 knitting row counters. Ingenious. And then if I absolutely need it, I can use these as stitch markers for crocheting. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much, Suzanne. That was so not necessary, but I'm definitely going to be giving it a try because I have been knitting. So what have I been up to? I haven't been up to, well, I've been working, nothing's finished. So I think I mentioned before that my daughter's been looking for dishcloths and things. So I had this. This was a one of those mill-end bags. So the colors drew me. The colors, look at the colors. They're just it's like a navy blue and then speckles of fluorescent colors. So I've still had tons of this. So I thought, it says acrylic on the acrylic mill ends, but it's not, because I took it out and I burned the end, and let me tell you, it caught on fire. So, and it feels like cotton. So I made a corner to corner dishcloth. I made a round one. I made just another square one with ruffle edges. So I'm just gonna keep making these dishcloths until I run out of this. This is gonna take me forever because there's a lot. So I've made that for my daughter. Then for I might be cutting this into two because my battery is flashing. So if that happens, I will break. I've been trying to come up with granny projects for the season of the granny that Krista and Glenda are hosting, which I'll leave a link for both of their channels. And you're supposed to reveal it March 18th, I think, or 19th. I wanted to make granny slippers. So came across this pattern. It is a drops pattern. I'll leave the link before, but for the life of me, I couldn't figure it out. You know, there's other people who show, there's projects that they've used this and they've done it. I can't figure it out. I don't know. But so I kind of had to, the back end, I had to kind of go on my own. But I don't like the way it looks at all. I'll put in a picture I'm wearing. I took pictures of me wearing. So there's no point in doing the second one because I don't even like this. I like the colors, I like the concept, I just can't make it work. It's just not, doesn't fit right. So I did that. Then I came across another one, and I'll leave a link for that one as well. I don't like this one either. So it's basically, here's your slipper, and it's not blocked or anything. I don't know, do you block slippers? I don't like it because I didn't notice it until the end that you basically just cinch the top. So I don't know, I don't like that. It doesn't fit right either. So I am on the hunt for but I've seen patterns of the slippers where the granny square goes up a little more up the leg. I don't like those. I wanted something like this, like a ballet slipper, but granny. So I didn't like this either. So I'm doing something else for the season of the granny. I'm actually using up scraps, I'm making grannies. I'm gonna make a big blanket and pray that I get it done for the reveal, hopefully. I've also been knitting. Now, like I said, I got into my scraps, and I wasn't gonna show you this. This is actually just a cowl. All I wanted to do was go round and round and round and round, and I did. But I wanted to use up my scraps, so I wanted to just use scraps. So what I did was I started just going round and round, and I would just take the next color and add it. But I found a tutorial, and I'm gonna leave this. If you're a knitter, you need to watch this video, where you can't see the jog. Can you see where the jog is? Now don't mind my knitting. My knitting is kind of not that great, but you can't see the jog and the color changes. Love it! Love it so much. So this is just a prototype. I mean, I'm gonna wear it. It's a little big. My vision was this, but it actually is too big. It hangs too low. But I just wanted to show you that you can't see the jog. I did not like do a line or anything, stop at the same spot. I did wherever the yarn ran out, but you can't see it. Look at that, isn't that great? So I will leave a link for that. Ingenious. Now, for the life of me, I cannot remember the name of the channel right now, but I will leave the link. And also, a lady named Melinda sent me a pattern, a knitting pattern. It's old, okay? It's an old pattern. She sent it to me and she said, you gotta try this. And I'm like, okay. And now I hardly ever show whips, but I want you guys to hold me accountable to this. This is how much knitting I've done on this sweater. Look at this. So you guys need to hold me to it. I need to finish this. So that's what I've been working on. That took a long time. I'm not a fast knitter. And I've also been sewing today. Like I said, I don't know if I said earlier, I'm struggling with the sewing. I'm making some bags for Rose from Rose Likes Crochet. Not extremely pleased with them, but I also decided to make one of these. Is that not adorable? and it's ingenious. It's got 6 pockets. Like you can see, each one of these is 6 pockets. I came across a tutorial. I'm gonna leave the link for that tutorial. She left out, like I'm a newbie sewer, so I need everything explained step by step. But she left out a few parts and I'm like, well, how did we get from here to here? What happened in between? But I was able to figure it out. Able to figure it out enough to make a little tote. So it is box bottom. It is a box bottom, and it's got a handle, and it's got pockets. It's just a little tote. Now I'm gonna try to make it bigger, but this was just using a little bit of fabric. So I'm very pleased with this. Like I said, I'll leave the link, but be aware that she does leave out a few steps that I had to figure out on my own. But that's how you learn, right? So, very pleased with this. And then I was looking for, I think I mentioned before, you know, the drawstring bags I'm making. And I mentioned that, how do you take care of the frayed ends? I did get some frayed check. It's here somewhere. I'm not 100% pleased with the result. So I was looking for something else. And I came across these. These have a name. You know, at the end of your shoelaces, they're called aglets. Who knew? There's a name for these little, whether they be metal or the plastic. There's another way I want to try, which is using shrink tubing. You get it at the hardware store, plastic, and I guess you slip it on to the end of the cord and you heat it and it shrinks. But I got these. I got a box of them. This cost me, I think it was like $17 or something. And they come in different colors. And you just put them on there. That I love. Although, this took a little finagling and trying to figure out how to use this too. So, yeah, everything's a learning process, right? So this is going to be my new thing for the next few bags. I'm going to be using aglets. You know, in my research of these aglets, I found that there's people who restore running shoes. And these things, you can get them in gold, like solid gold. It's a thing. People are sprucing up their running shoes with like all these aglets and hanging things and jewelry, like shoe jewelry. It's amazing. Anyway, that's all I have, and it's good enough. I've been like almost 23 minutes, so I will be done now. I hope everyone has a wonderful upcoming weekend, and we will talk soon.